Hello. So about 3 years ago, I picked up this book here. It is 7 Centuries of Verse, English and American. As the name implies, it is 700 years, or a collection, I should say, of poetry over 700 years. This book was published in 1947 or 1957. Says both. Not sure what the difference is. Doesn't really matter. The grand scheme of 700 years, 10 years doesn't matter. So, 700 years from 1947, we'll say, is 1257. And when it says it collects from that far back, it does. In fact, it arguably collects from even earlier, because the very first poem is Sumer is Icumen in. You probably just asked, what did I just say? Put my pop filter up. What did I just say? Well, allow me to explain. So, 700 years ago, the English language that we speak now is very different than the English language of that time, because the languages do as they normally do. They evolve, different dialects, different vulgars, etc. However, you probably did catch that first word, sumer or summer. That is because many languages will still possess cognate words, or words that sound and ultimately mean the exact same. We share multiple cognate words with Old and Middle English, which is what this is, as well as many German, particularly Netherlands. I think I think Dutch is actually very close to Old English, from what I've heard. We also share many cognate words with Latin, because of William the conquering England and introducing French, and therefore Latin, into our language, as well as the Catholic Church introducing Latin into our language. So, better or worse, that's the language we're caught with now, but this is the language we were caught with 700 years ago, or now 800 years ago. So, I figured it would be a fun thing. It is 3:30 in the morning, and I can't sleep. So I'm thinking maybe this poem might be able to help with that, because it is a very beautiful poem if you're up to the task of reading it. Sumer is Icumenin laudis in cuckoo, groweth said, and bloweth med, and springeth the wood anew. Sing cuckoo, aue bletteth after lom, lauteth after calvecu, bulik stertith, buke vertith, mire sing cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, well singest thou, cuckoo ne swick thou never knew. Sing cuckoo, no, sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo, sing cuckoo, no. So you probably only understood like a very small amount of that, and I imagine my accent didn't help, because as an American, I don't have the proper accent to read this as good as it should be read. But it still is beautiful, and I'll explain why. So the first thing I'm going to say, I'm going to dissect this stanza by stanza, or line by line, or whatever, but I need to kind of go out of order first. Cuckoo, when he's talking about that, because that was, repeated multiple times, that is talking about the cuckoo bird, because the first day of summer in 1200 it was probably not June 21st. It still was, don't get me wrong, but to these people living at this time, they don't know when the first day of summer is. So the cuckoo bird, his song is kind of an indication that summer is coming. So this man or woman or child or whomever is very, very pleased with the idea that summer is here, because he is starting to hear the song of the cuckoo bird. So when you see sing cuckoo or sing cuckoo nu, that means sing cuckoo now. So let's continue on. Sumer is Icumenin, roughly translate to summer has arrived. Laude sing cuckoo is saying sing cuckoo bird loudly. Groweth said and bloweth mid is indicative of plants growing, grass becoming green, trees starting to bear leaves. Bloweth med is the wind going through the meadow. I read somewhere that this particular poem might have originated in Ireland or Scotland, hard telling. They have all of those islands, the British Isles, all of them have such a weirdly shared history of just beating the tar out of each other every few years. It's always hard to tell when things originated from, but in springeth the wood new, and springs the world new. Sing cuckoo, we've already talked about that. Aue bletit after l'homme, laudit after kelveku, bulextertit, bukivertit, muri sing cuckoo. The first three lines that I just read are about what the animals are doing. They are the lambs are chasing after their calves. The bullock, which is the ox or whatever, is stretching out, etc. Muri sing cuckoo, which was the last one, I actually included that by accident. That is merrily sing cuckoo. The rest of this is about the cuckoo bird song. Cuckoo, cuckoo, self-explanatory. Well singest du, cuckoo, you sing well, cuckoo. Ne sweek thu never nu, please, never stop, continue singing. He does not want fall and winter to come back. He is pleased with where he is right now, because obviously those months are hard on an English peasant. And that's that. And yes, the beauty of that poem, I think, has done its job. I think I'm going to turn in. I appreciate you going on this adventure with me. I will try to read more poems, maybe more readable ones. There is 700 years of this, and I would like to read more. So, inevitably, there will be more Middle English, I'm sure. But thank you very much for reading this with me. I appreciate it.